graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
Showed swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. This is another edition of Diamond Zone, baby. Let's go. All righty. We are good. We are up and running. First stop we got to go to is Cincinnati. Cincinnati is currently tied 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth inning. We have a walk-off alert potentially coming up. TJ Friedl is about ready to step on into the batter's box, and that's how we're going to start off Diamond Zone today. There are a total of 10 games going on right now at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 games that are going on. Actually, really, when you think about it, 12 games that are going on right now. Just absolutely wild. All right. What is going on here? I can't understand why this is occurring. Here's the first pitch to TJ Friedl, and that's taken for a strike. The second pitch is also taken for strike 2. Okay. Can we get rid of this guy? No. The ball's 2 strikes to TJ Friedl, and the next pitch is taken for ball 1. There we go. And then we can put this game up here, and then this game down here. 1-2 on the way. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards the infield, and the Reds and the Brewers are going to the top of the 10th inning. Alrighty, so we will whip around all the major league scores. We will do that really quickly. The Orioles currently lead at 6-0 against the Houston Astros. They are looking to sweep the Astros. You got Yankees and Cardinals on. It is currently 3-3 there in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pirates and Cubs, it's 3-2 out in Chicago. We'll go there right now and go check up on the Chicago Cubs. All right, so we will do that really quickly. They are currently in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out, and they have 2 runners on at second and third base. I don't know why the game is not showing up. Wonder if it's blacked out. Think it's blacked out? There we go. Let's try Giants. This. All right. So the Pirates are going to bring in a new pitcher. And the first pitch is actually fouled off. Shugart is pitching. This is Chase Shugart on the hill, facing the Chicago Cubs. Again, it's a 3-2 game. Oh, I have this game up on the phone. That's good to know. Then we'll put the Padres game up here. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 is taken in there for strike 2. Brewers and Reds are ready to start off the top of the 10th. But we got Cubs and Pirates in the bottom of the 6th inning. There's some action going on there. 0-2, and this one's popped up out over towards shallow right field, and not being able to make the catch as the right fielder. A couple runs are going to score for the Pirates. One run's actually going to score, and they're going to tie it up 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Man. Okay. We also have a situation here going on in Cincinnati, as they just got started off with extra innings. The ghost runner was going over to third base on a sacrifice bunt attempt, and he was out at third. Good job by the catcher to throw it over to third base. And originally, I think he got his hand in there, but his hand came off the bag, and so he is out at third. Where is the Reds game? Brewers-Reds. Got it. So that game is in the top of the 10th inning. A lot of action in a lot of games going on right now throughout Major League Baseball. And that's pretty exciting. We got the Arizona game. We don't have the Arizona game up here. We'll put that one right here. That'll be great. All right. Ian Happ is up for the Chicago Cubs. He just took strike one. So, again, it's a 2-2 game here out in Cincinnati. And the count is 0-2 to Danny Jansen, the former Tampa Bay Ray. The ball is 2 strikes to Jansen, and the 0-2 is just outside for ball 1. So it's 1-2. The Braves are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll check up on them in a little bit. 1-2 pitch to Jansen, and he pops this one up out over towards shallow right field. That's going to be caught, and the Reds are going to try to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th inning as they take on the Milwaukee Brewers. So with that, let's go back over to the Cubs game and check up on them. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the count is 1-0 to Nico Horner. I forgot I got to turn Twitter off on my phone. Let me do that really quickly. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. This is Diamond Zone, where we go around all of Major League Baseball. There are currently 12 games going on at this moment in time. It's pretty chaotic. The 4 o'clock games did just get started. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 is in there for strike 2. Now, the Texas Rangers are taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. That game, it's currently 8-4. That is in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1 second. Let's get that game up here. There it is. So, yeah, they're in the bottom of the 8th, and there's 2 outs. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Black, who's up for the Brewers. Where is that? There it is. That game is in the top of the 10th. All right, we're good. We got all the games up and running. It's great. Next pitch was taken outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner went on over to second base. I agree with you, Lugo. What's up, Lugo? How are you? What's going on? We got the Mets game tonight as well. The 2-2 pitch, line drive caught over at short by Ellie De La Cruz, and now the Reds are going to the bottom of the 10th inning. We're going to go back to Chicago and check up on the Cubs. It's a 3-3 game, 2 balls, no strikes. And that's to Dansby Swanson. Cubs did just tie it up in the bottom of the 6th. And Swanson will pop this one up. It's hit out over towards shallow right field. And the catch will be made by the right fielder for the Pirates. And there is out number 3. So they are going to the top of the 7th inning out in Chicago. And with that, well, we have some drama going on out in Toronto. It is 8-4 over there. And we'll go check up on them because we have a diamond zone alert going on. We're going double diamond between the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Braves and the Guardians. Now, Bruce Bochy is going to make a move in the Rangers game. So we will not go there. Instead, we're going to the Braves game right now. Let's go. 2 balls, no strikes. And Jones is up at the plate. I believe that this will be Nolan Jones coming up for the Reds. Coming up for the Guardians. The Reds are currently in a break. They are tied, and they are going to the bottom of the 10th inning, trying to walk it off against Milwaukee. The Cubs and the Pirates are tied 3-3. This game is close. It's now 3-1 to Jones. And then the Texas Rangers taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. It is 8-4 there. We're missing some of the early 4 o'clock action, but that's just how it goes. Now, the Angels did just get off to an early start, and we'll catch you up on what's going on with the 4 o'clock games once these 1:35 games are over. We'll make sure that we catch you up on that. We're starting off the bottom of the 10th out in Cincinnati. Let's go. Ooh, that kind of worried me a little bit. Thought maybe I was going to press the wrong button. I did not press the wrong button, though. Okay, so they're in the bottom of the 10th here. Spencer Steer is up at the plate. And the ghost runner, well, they have one over at second base. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Anderson is pitching for the Brewers. And the guy that's over at second base is TJ Friedl, because he made the final out of the 9th. All right. So some drama going on throughout Major League Baseball. The Guardians did just get the tying run over at first base in the bottom of the 8th inning, just to let you know about that. Here's the pitch. This one's bunted over towards the mound. No throw over to third. They'll get the easy out at first, and the Reds are 90 feet away from winning the ball game. Okay, so that's going to put TJ Friedl over at third. It's no balls, 1 strike to Alejandro Kirk in the Toronto Blue Jays ball game. And it is 3 balls, no strikes now to Martinez, Angel Martinez, in the Guardians game. We're sticking with these 3 games right now. A lot of action, for sure. We have a timeout taken. Alejandro Kirk did just foul off the pitch. And so the count is 0-2 to him. They decide to intentionally walk the Brewers. The next Reds batter. And I believe that there's going to be a mound visit. 0-2 on the way. This one's popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. And the Toronto Blue Jays cannot get a run. And they are going to go to the 9th inning. Okay, so it's still an 8-4 game there. We'll check back on them in a little bit. We have another alert going on here out in Cleveland. Stephen Kwan just popped up a bunt over towards the third base side, and he is out. So 2 runners on for the Cleveland Guardians against the Atlanta Braves. Then we'll catch you up on the other games in just a little bit. All right? Don't you worry about that. Let's go back to the Reds game. Looks like they are coming back up. It looks like it'll be Matt McLean or Austin Hayes that is up to bat. 1 out, a sac fly wins it. And the pitch to Hayes, ground ball into left field. The ball game is over. The Reds beat the Brewers by a final score of 3-2 on an RBI walk-off single by Hayes. All right, let's go back to that Braves game. There's 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they're going to load the bases. They don't want to take their chances on Jose Ramirez, so instead they're going to end up facing the next batter. So the Cincinnati Reds do walk it off against the Milwaukee Brewers. 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 8th. And the pitch to Manzardo. He flies this one out towards straightaway center field. Harris is there. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over out in Cleveland. The Braves do hang on, and they're going to go to the 9th inning. They lead it 5-4. Let's catch you up on some of these other games going on right now. Let's actually refresh this page, and we will make sure that we catch you up with all the games that are going on. So the Reds did just walk it off. Okay, they beat the Milwaukee Brewers by a final score of 3-2. We just saw that live. The Blue Jays could not get any runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're now going to the 9th. The Braves and the Guardians, they're going to the 9th inning too. Twins are absolutely blowing out the Tigers. 8-1 is the score there. The White Sox and the Royals, they are on. They're going to the top of the 8th inning. We got our radars up for that game for sure. And we'll definitely keep you posted on what's to come there. The Orioles lead 7-0. How about the St. Louis Cardinals? They just took the lead and now lead it 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Some drama going on there as well. Cubs and Pirates are tied. It's 3-3 as they go to the bottom of the 7th. The Rockies are up 1-0. That game is in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're actually going to the top of the 6th now. Angels and A's, they just got started not too long ago. It's a 3-1 game there as they go to the 2nd inning. Rays and Giants and also Padres Dodgers underway. More on them in a little bit. It's all about the end of the 1:35 games and the 2 o'clock games as well. That's what we are focusing on. Now, the Rangers did just get a base runner. They have one over at third base, and it's an 8-4 ball game there. But first, let's go to, where is it? I had the wrong one up. Let's stay put here. Carter just sent one out over towards deep right field for Texas, and they are now up 10-4. Did not think that was going to happen. Evan Carter with a 2-run shot against the Blue Jays. Let's go to the 9th inning out in Cleveland. We'll go check up on those Braves. Marcell Ozuna is up, and he takes the first pitch for a called strike. 10-4. 15 hits for Texas. Unbelievable. They've had themselves quite a day. Eovaldi only gave up 2 earned runs. He struck out 6 batters, too. Simeon homered. Langford homered. Evan Carter just homered. George Springer and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. also homered as well. So a lot of offense in that game. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marcell Ozuna in the top of the 9th inning. Braves are trying to add on to their lead. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded back over towards the mound. Ozuna has it, flips it, underhanded over towards first base. I say Ozuna has it. Ozuna just grounded out over towards the mound. And there's one away. The Orioles, they are shutting out the Astros 7-0. Not a lot of action going on there. But Baltimore absolutely dominating in that series. That's for damn sure. They've done a very good job. The guy that's pitching today for the Baltimore Orioles, well, it's Dean Kramer, 6 1/3, 3 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts. If you have him in fantasy, he's done a very good job for sure. The ball is 1 strike, and the 0-1 is outside for a ball. That's to Michael Harris II. The only game that's not on is the 7:10 game, and that is Mariners and Mets. It's the only one not on right now. What's up, Chad? How's everybody doing? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Michael Harris II. Twins and Tigers. That's a blowout over there, too. It's 8-1 Minnesota. The 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded over towards short. The throw to first is in time, and there is out number 2. Sorry about that. That's in the Braves-Guardians game. Freddie Freeman just hit a 3-run home run for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first. 3-0 LA as they get their scoring early on. Man. Nice swing by Freddie Freeman. Let's go back to Ozzie Albies' at-bat for the Braves. So Albies is up at the plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to him. The Yankees are also back on. They trail by 1 run. We'll head there right now as Albies just grounded on out. So there is out number 3. Guardians are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. They are down to their final 3 outs. Okay. So let's go check up on the Yankees, who currently trail 4-3 against the St. Louis Cardinals. And they are going to the top of the 7th inning. It's 1 ball, no strikes. That's to Ben Rice, who is up at the plate. Rice did just get on. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rice. And the 1-1 is up high for ball 2 and outside as well. So the count is 2-1. Also, the Rockies were leading at 1-0. The Diamondbacks did just put up 2 runs, and they now lead it 2-1. That game is in the top of the 6th. The 2-1 pitch to Rice. That's in there for strike 2. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Corbin Carroll each hit solo home runs for the Diamondbacks. A lot of offense today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice, and the 2-2 is down low for ball 3. And so the count is now full. Aaron Judge does wait in the on-deck circle. The Blue Jays did just lose. Oh, wait, no. They're going to the bottom of the 9th inning. They just got out of the inning. It said bottom of the 9th, but no. They're going to the bottom of the 9th now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Aaron Judge waits in the on-deck circle. Ben Rice is up at the plate. The payoff pitch. Rice swings and misses at a curveball. And he is down on strikes. Or is he? He just fouled it off. They say that he got a piece of it and he stays alive. Raisel Iglesias for the Braves is going to go out there to pitch. It's 3-2 to Ben Rice. The payoff pitch, and there's a called strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 1. Bo Naylor's coming up for the Cleveland Guardians in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the 1-0 is taken for a called strike. So that'll make the count now 1-1. Did Andy Pages just hit a home run for the Dodgers? He did. We have a timeout taken as Judge is coming up to the plate in the Yankees game, so we'll just stick around for this bottom of the ninth inning out in Cleveland. 1-2 is the count. Bo Naylor is up at the plate. Naylor is going to bounce this one foul. Suzuki is up for the Chicago Cubs if you have him in fantasy baseball. One-two pitch. This one is flied out over towards shallow right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The tying run is aboard for Cleveland as Bo Naylor gets on. He is aboard with nobody out in the bottom of the ninth inning. Again, 4-0 Dodgers, thanks to a 3-run homer by Freddie Freeman and a solo shot by Andy Pages. Bo Naylor's on in the bottom of the ninth inning out in Cleveland. We got 10 games going on right now at the same time. It's pretty wild. 1 ball, no strikes to Bo Naylor. Brian Rocchio is up. Naylor's over at first. A new pitcher coming on in for the Cardinals as they take on the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge is going to be making his way up to the plate. So back and forth we go between these two games right now. Blue Jays are down to their final 3 outs. They're down by 6. 1-1. That is outside and high for ball 2. So that makes the count now 2-1 to Brian Rocchio. Two-one pitch is popped up over towards the third base side and foul ground. And Nacho Alvarez Jr. runs out of room. Judge did single for the Yankees, and he is now on. And that's going to put runners on over at first and second base. So the Yankees are going to try to tie it back out in St. Louis. 2-2, though, is the count. Iglesias trying to get the save. A runner on at first. The 2-2 pitch, another foul ball. Diamondbacks are looking to add on to their lead. Thomas is up. It's 3-1 there. 2-2 pitch and a strike 3 called. That gets the batter looking, Rocchio, for the Cleveland Guardians, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Okay. 2 gone out in Toronto, so the Blue Jays are now down to their final outs. And again, they trail by a score of 10-4. They are taking on the Texas Rangers. So that game is in the bottom of the 9th inning. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icons too, folks. We have Arias, who's up to bat for the Cleveland Guardians. Pirates and Cubs are still tied 3-3. That game is in the top of the 8th inning. But not for long. Sawinski just hit a shot out to the ivy. Thought maybe it was going to go on over the wall, but it was a double. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning out in Cleveland. And the 1-0 pitch, there's a fly ball. This one's hit out to left field. And a diving catch by the left fielder Profar for out number 2. Oh, what a play that was. And so Cleveland down to their final outs. Toronto down to their final strike, and there it is. The ball game is over out in Toronto. So the Blue Jays lose by a final score of 10-4 against the Texas Rangers. And the Guardians are now down to their final outs. The Yankees did tie it up and are now tied 4-4. I'll catch you up on that in just a little bit. Nolan Jones is coming up to the plate in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs, a runner on over at first. The 0-1 is in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Oh-2, and that is taken up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and the ball game is over out in Cleveland. So that game is done too. Let's make sure that we update our final scores and continue to do that. So the Reds beat the Brewers. The Rangers, they beat the Blue Jays. The Marlins won against the Red Sox. And the Phillies beat the Nationals. Okay. Let's go over to Chicago and check up on the Pirates-Cubs game. It is currently 3-3 there with a runner on over at third base as the Pirates look to take the lead against the Cubs. So let's get you there now. That game is in the top of the 8th inning. We did say that the Yankees did tie it up. Cody Bellinger did hit a sacrifice fly in that Yankees-Cardinals game. Just wanted to make sure I let you know. Joey Bart is up, and he just struck out. So there's 2 gone in the top of the 8th inning out in Chicago. Okay. Making a lot of noise so far. Let's put the... Do I have the Twins game on? Yep. Just making sure I have all the games on here. I think I do. So we could get rid of this game up on here, and we can just go to the split screen. One ball, no strikes. And that is to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa for the Pirates. Cardinals are going to start the bottom of the 7th. Again, they are tied up 4-4. Two balls, no strikes to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Who's rocking with us? Let us know down below. The 2-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss on a pitch that was in the dirt. And that makes the count now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. The 2-1 delivery is outside and low for ball 3. And that'll make the count now 3-1. Duvall pitching for the Yankees. The count is 2-0. It's a Mason win. Here's the 3-1, and that's up high for ball 4 to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And the Pirates have their go-ahead runner over at third base. They also have runners on at the corners. And Craig Counsell is going to make a move, so they'll be back in just a little bit. And we will go to the Yankees game right now. Again, they're in the bottom of the 7th. Tied up 4-4. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mason Wynn. And the pitch. It's a foul ball. See that the Tigers are down 8-1. They're in the top of the 8th inning with 1 out. Ibanez did just ground out over towards shortstop. There's 2 away there. The Orioles have bases loaded with 1 out in the 8th inning, and they are spanking the Houston Astros. They are spanking them. 1-2. That's outside for ball 2 to Jordan Westburg. Two to win. Ground ball hit over to third base, picked up by the third baseman McMahon. The throw to first in time, and there's out number 1 out in St. Louis. The Tigers are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Twins lead at 8-1 there. Then you got the Diamondbacks, who are continuing to make some noise. It's a 4-1 game here. Blaze Alexander is up with 2 runners in scoring position. Jordan Westburg did just give another run to Baltimore on an RBI single out to left field. And it's 8-0 out there. Back to the Diamondbacks game. The 0-2 is fouled away. We got a break in the Yankees-Cardinals game. There's only 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Now, Caleb Thielbar is going to go out there to pitch for the Chicago Cubs. And again, the Pirates are looking to take the lead. A lot of games going on. A lot to keep up with. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Royals, haven't forgotten about them. They just took a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th inning against the White Sox. Have to add them to the mix as well. We'll have to put in the charger. There's a fly ball. This one's hit out to right field, and Adam Frazier goes yard for the Kansas City Royals. Diamondbacks and Rockies just got out of their inning, and the Cubs and the Pirates, well, it seems like that they are going to the bottom of the 8th too. But the Kansas City Royals now lead at 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th against the White Sox. All right, so we go back to the Yankees game again. Let's check up on the Cardinals versus the Yankees. No balls, 1 strike. Alec Burleson is due up. That game is in the bottom of the 7th. Gunnar Henderson also up at the plate for the Baltimore Orioles. With the bases loaded, we can check up on him. And he just took outside. What's up, Lugo? We have 8 games going on at the same time. Then JJ's taking the snoozer. You think so? 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Gunner. Burleson for the Cardinals did just fly out to center. The 1-1 the Gunner. There's a swing and a miss there. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning out in St. Louis. Pirates and Cubs are coming back on soon. Got our eyes on that game. Back to Gunners at bat. Next pitch is taken and fouled off, actually. A lot of eyes in a lot of different directions. Let's go. Henderson in the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8-0 Baltimore. The pitch to Gunner, another foul ball. Herrera at the plate for the Cardinals, and he sends this one out to right field. Not that deep, though. Bellinger makes the catch, and they're going to the top of the 8th inning out in St. Louis. Back to Gunners at bat. The 1-2 is high and inside for ball 2. The Cubs did just get the leadoff man aboard. Looked like Pete Crow Armstrong got himself a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th inning. Okay. Back to Gunners at bat. The next pitch is taken up high for ball 2. Ball 3, that is. It's like so easy to lose track of all the counts. Check up on those Cubs right now. Bottom of the 8th, 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 is down for ball 2. Gunners at bat has been going on for a while in this Orioles game. And the next pitch to Gunner, it hits him. And now it's 9-0 Baltimore. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up over towards the right side. And that's going to be dropped by the second baseman. They'll throw it over towards short. And there is out number 1. Gonzalez just let that thing drop and got Pete Crow Armstrong. And that was probably smart because Pete Crow Armstrong is very quick. So he made a wise decision there just to get him out over at second base. Thing bounced on the outfield grass. So he was able to make the play because of that. And a runner is over at first. That's Carson Kelly. Now Ian Happ comes up. And Happ swings and misses at the first pitch. Soto quits on every team that he plays. What's up, Lugo? How are you, my friend? We will be sure to catch you up with these 4 o'clock games in just a little bit once these 2 o'clock games are done. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is to Ian Happ. The 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And there is strike 2. Adley Rutschman for the Orioles is up with the bases loaded. The count is 0-1 to him, and now it's 1-1. But back to Happ's at bat. 1-2 is inside for ball 2. And it's a 2-2 count to Ian Happ. Remember, the runner is over at first base in that Cubs game, and they are tied 3-3. Watch as we go back and forth. Adley takes the next pitch inside, and it's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Happ. High fly ball, hit out to deep right field, and that's going to drop on over the wall. It bounced on the track, and it went over the wall. And there's a ground rule double by Ian Happ. And the Cubs are 90 feet away from scoring. Man. It was a nice swing. He almost homered there. Back to Rutschman's at bat for the Orioles. Foul ball, and the count is still 3-2. Yankees do have 1 out in the top of the 8th inning as they're tied 4-4. Big pitch to Rutschman. Here it comes. Ground ball, base hit out to center field. 10 runs for the Baltimore Orioles. And they are up 10-0 on an RBI single by Adley Rutschman. Man. White Sox, by the way, they're down to their final 3 outs. We're not going to be able to go over there. It's a 6-2 game unless something dramatic happens in that game. We got drama in St. Louis. It's 1-1 to Dominguez. And now it's 2-1. Astros are going to make a pitching change. We got drama going on in Chicago. Dansby Swanson did just walk, and he is now over at first base, I believe. Nope, Swanson is up to bat. So they intentionally walked the next batter for the Cubs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dansby Swanson. And again, a sac fly gives the Cubs the lead. Dominguez did just ground out. 1-1 to Swanson, foul ball. All these Cubs fans are on their feet now. 2 outs in the Yankees game as they're in the top of the 8th inning. And then we got a 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 8th out in Chicago. Bases loaded. The 1-2 to Swanson. And this one is flied out over towards right field. Will it be deep enough to score the run? That's the question. Runner tags up. He's running over towards the plate. The throw's cut off, and the Cubs take the lead. A sac fly by Dansby Swanson, and the Cubs go up 4-3 against the Pirates. That's pretty big. The White Sox just lost to the Kansas City Royals, and the Royals came back and beat Chicago, so that game is over. And we can put that one in the books. All right, so now we can put the Giants game over here. We can get rid of the Giants game on here, and now we can just put this game in full screen mode. So we got 6 games left. 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still have 8 games left. How about the Athletics? Shea Langeliers just tied it up on a 3-run home run. Or on a solo home run to make it 3-3. That's really what it is. 3-3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castro is up for the Cubs. The 1-1 is outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Toss back over to first is not in time. How's everybody doing in chat? Let us know down below. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live for Diamond Zone. We got 52 people watching, I believe, right? Yes, we do. Nice. Everybody's quiet, though. Everybody's quiet. Guess we just got a quiet bunch. Good, so now I have 1 game up on the laptop. That's nice. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castro in this Cubs-Pirates game. Next pitch, and it's a foul ball. Yankees and Cardinals are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. They're tied up 4-4 there. Angels and A's, we haven't really been able to talk about that. It's been back and forth, though. The pitch to Castro. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. That's going to be caught. The inning is over. Pirates and Cubs are going to the top of the ninth. Last chance for Pittsburgh. All right. So some drama going on there. We're going to refresh our scoreboard right now. Let's do that. We got, where is it? We will have Mariners and Mets tonight at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. White Sox just lost to the Kansas City Royals by a score of 6-2. The Twins and the Tigers are still going on. It's a 7-run deficit for Detroit. That game is in the top of the ninth with one away. Orioles, they lead at 10-0 against the Houston Astros. Still trying to add on to their lead. And they just fouled off a pitch. Diamondbacks have some runners on the bases. Carroll just stopped at second. Molina's pitching for the Colorado Rockies. And Tyler Locklear is going to be coming up to the plate for them. Then you got the Angels taking on the Athletics. Fernando Tatis Jr. just got on with an RBI base hit. In the Dodgers-Padres game, it was an RBI double. It's 4-1. Got to tell you, the Baltimore Orioles just keep adding on to their lead. Basallo just hit a 2-run single, and it's a 12-0 ball game out in Houston. Boy, oh boy. 12-0 game there. Can you believe that? It's pretty wild. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icons too. That way you will know when we do go live. Cubs and Pirates are ready to start off their ninth inning. It's a 4-3 game. Chicago does have the lead. One ball, no strikes. Kittredge is pitching against Spencer Horwitz. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for strike one. One ball, one strike. Top of the ninth inning. Nobody out. And the pitch. It's a foul ball. Orioles have put up 12 runs, and they're going to the bottom of the eighth inning. BW must be going nuts. The pitch. There's a foul ball. One ball, two strikes to Spencer Horwitz. Top of the ninth. Kittredge kicks, deals, throws it down for ball two. Yankees are back on. There's one out in the bottom of the eighth inning out in St. Louis. It's a 4-4 ball game. And by the way, the Diamondbacks looking to add on to their lead. It's 4-1 as they take on the Colorado Rockies. They're in the seventh. The 2-2 pitch is down for ball three. Horwitz stays alive in the Cubs game. Three balls, two strikes to Spencer Horwitz. The payoff pitch. This one is flied out over towards shallow left center field. Who's going to get there? The catch is made by PCA, and there's out number 1 in Chicago. Okay. Locklear just struck out looking, and so there's 2 gone in the 7th inning out at Coors Field. And Thomas comes back up to the plate. We'll get you an update on his at-bat, but let's go back over to Brian Reynolds, who is up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The pitch. This one's grounded over to first base. Bush has it. Takes it to the bag. Out number 2 in Chicago. So there's one more out to go. Thomas just grounded out for the Diamondbacks, and they will go to the bottom of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 7th inning, out at Coors Field. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning, and Tommy Pham comes up for the Pirates. It's all up to him. And Pham grounds this one over to third base. The throw over to first. Ball game over out in Chicago. And so that game is done. The Cubs end up coming back to beat the Pirates by a final score of 4-3. Okay, so we can put this game to bed. And now we can put the, the Athletics game up over here. Angels Athletics. Okay, so we are done with using this screen. That's great. Great. Now everything is on 3 screens instead of 4. That makes me feel better. We're almost at the 4 o'clock games. Bottom of the 8th inning out in St. Louis. 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch is taken for ball 2 to Yoel Pozo. Luke Weaver is pitching. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th inning. The 2-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. And so the count is 3-0. Giants do have some traffic on the bases that they are dealing with. Oh, boy. Logan Webb is pitching. There's 2 runners on and 1 out. The 3-0 is inside for ball 4, and the Cardinals have their go-ahead runner over at first base. So let's look at this Giants-Rays game right now. Catch you up on that. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out, no score between San Fran and Tampa Bay. The Tigers did just beat the Twins, so that ball game is also done too. So we just have 3 games left on this current screen. There's still a total of 5 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games. Weaver just got out of the 8th inning, and so the Yankees and Cardinals are going to the 9th. Okay. Let's stick to Logan Webb here. 2 runners on, 1 out. Top of the 5th, and the pitch. Line drive, played on the bounce by the second baseman. He tags the bag for 1, throws it over to first, and a 4-3 double play gets the Giants out of trouble. Okay. So they are going to a break 2. They are going to the bottom of the 5th inning out in the Bay Area. All right, and now we will refresh this page once again, just so that way we can stay organized with all of our scores. So the Yankees and the Cardinals, they're going to the 9th. The Orioles lead at 12-0 against the Houston Astros. That game is in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rockies are playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're about ready to start off the bottom of the 7th. The Angels and A's are tied 3-3. That game is just in the top of the 4th. And the Rays are taking on the Giants. They're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. scoreless. No score there. Okay. So we're going to the 9th inning out in St. Louis. It's a 4-4 game. Yankees and Cardinals are tied. Dominguez got on with an infield, he had an RBI infield single. McMahon had an RBI single. Caballero had an RBI single. It was a 3-0 lead, and then the Cardinals made their counter punches. They put up 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th on a 2-run shot by Pozo. Al Burleson had an RBI single to tie it up in the bottom of the 5th, and Thomas Segis also had an RBI double in the bottom of the 4th. And then Bellinger hit a sac fly to help the Yankees go up 4-3. A lot of baseball going on, and it's beautiful. We'll go out to Colorado and check up on the Rockies very quickly as they start off the bottom of the 7th. They're down 4-1. The count is 0-1. So the Giants are back on. They're in the bottom of the 5th. And the leadoff man for the Giants just got on with a leadoff single. Woodford is pitching, and the Rockies just led off the inning with a single out at Coors Field. So he's on. Yankees and Cardinals ready to start off the top of the 8th inning. They are tied up 4 apiece. Again, I know that we haven't caught you up on any of the West Coast games. We will certainly do that when we get a chance. Just started looking at them. The pitch to Brenton Doyle, and he takes strike 1 in the Rockies game. Giants base runner tried to steal second base, and his hand was off the bag. He was called out. He was originally called safe, and then when his hand came off, he was out. And I think Bud Black might consider challenging this. We'll see. No balls, 2 strikes. To Brenton Doyle. A runner on at first. And Woodford kicks and fires and throws it up high for a ball. The Yankees do have a runner on at second base on a bad throw from the shortstop Mason Wynn on a ground ball. So Wynn made a bad throw over to first, and the Yankees have their go-ahead runner in scoring position. Oh, boy. Let's see this again. Trent Grisham is up. Yankees are looking to take the lead. Grisham shows bunt, and it's inside. The ball gets away from the catcher, and so that's going to allow the runner to go over to third base. That's not what you want if you're a Cardinals fan. That was Caballero that was up at the plate. Or that was at second base, and he just went on over to third. Grisham is the guy that's up right now. These things just don't update in real time. They don't do that. 1 ball, no strikes to Trent Grisham. And there's the 1-0. It's in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Trent Grisham. Grisham walked in the 7th, and he scored a run. Yankees trying to take advantage here. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And the count is 1-2. In the Rockies game, it's 2 balls, 1 strike in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out and a runner on at first. The 2-1, and that hit him. That hit Fulford, and the tying run is coming up for the Colorado Rockies. Rockies trying to make some noise. 1-2 to Grisham. Romero pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals. The 1-2 is going to bounce in the dirt. And outside for ball 2. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. We got drama going on in Colorado, and we got drama going on in St. Louis. This is Diamond Zone. That's where we focus our attention right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trent Grisham, and the 2-2 ground ball hit over to first base. And so there is out number 1. The runner from third stays put and did not go. There's 1 away. Baltimore and Houston are going to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 12-0 game for Baltimore. Just an absolute wild game going on there. Paul Goldschmidt, or Giancarlo Stanton, that is going to come on up for the Yankees with 1 out and a runner on at third. And with that, there's a break in the action there. Let's go to Hunter Goodman for the Colorado Rockies. He just got hit by a pitch, and he will be going on over to first base, and the bases are loaded for Colorado. Diamondbacks not looking so good in this bottom of the 7th. Let's go back to Giancarlo's at-bat right now. Here he comes to the plate. It's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch is down for ball 2 to Stanton. Just took a changeup that was low. We got 6 games left. 2 balls, no strikes to Giancarlo Stanton. The 2-0 pitch, and there's a called strike on the outside corner at the knees. Bases loaded out in Colorado. And Ritter is up, and he just took strike 1. The 2-1 to Stanton. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. Count is now 3-1. Angels and Athletics, they are tied 3-3. And the Rays and the Giants are going to the 6th inning. That game has been flying by quickly. 3-1 is grounded foul by Stanton, and the count is full to him. The 1-1 to the Rockies. Line drive, base it out to right field. 1 run's going to score. Here comes another run. It's a 4-3 game out in Colorado. Ritter just got on with a 2-run single. And he puts Colorado down by a run. A huge 3-2 pitch coming up to Giancarlo Stanton. And let's see what happens in this game. 3-2, and that's down and in for ball 4 to Giancarlo. And there's runners at the corners for the Yankees. How about those Colorado Rockies, though? Tyler Freeman is coming up for the Rockies, and he just took inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to him. 2 runners on, bottom of the 7th, and the 1-0 is swung on and missed. There is a timeout in the Yankees-Cardinals game. That's in the top of the 9th, and they are tied 4-4. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler Freeman. Astros and Orioles just got started their bottom of the 9th inning. It's 12-0 Baltimore. The 1-1 pitch is taken down for ball 2. Judge is coming up for the Yankees, and we'll see how he does for New York. The 2-1 to Freeman, foul ball. The count is 2-2. Big at bat for Aaron Judge. Runners at the corners. There's going to be a throwback over to first. Back to the 2-2 pitch to Freeman. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. And the count is 3-2 to Tyler Freeman. First pitch to Judge, and he takes a ball. That pitch was outside. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icons. I don't know why. Oh, Restream just stopped working. That's what happened, right? Is that what really happened? Oh, I started the wrong one. Damn. I started the wrong stream. What's going on? What's up, people? I'm really embarrassed. I started the wrong stream. Oh, boy. Figures. Am I the only one in chat? No, you're good. I put the wrong stream up. I didn't start the right key. That kind of ticks me off. Jump in the chat. Don't be shy. Damn. I'll do a redirect for you guys. I apologize. Let's just do a redirect. View in live control room. Yeah, I'll do a redirect for y'all. I thought I started the right stream key. I'm just not having a good day today. I'm just not having a good day. All right. We'll stop this stream. So where is that? All right. How do I stop?